What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. Today, wow, we are jumping back into Historic with a bit of a jank deck. We're having a little bit of fun, par for the course here on It Resolves, but we're kind of playing around with Maelstrom Archangel. So this card's really good. It came out in Jumpstart, so it's a 5/5 for 5. Wooburg, you got to pay one of every color. Thankfully, we've got some contingencies for that, but whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you can cast a spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Now, the important thing here is that it's cast. It's not just placed onto the battlefield. You actually do cast it, which means Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger actually does trigger. A lot of like Reanimator decks with Ulamog, things like that, don't actually get the initial trigger, the cast trigger. And therefore you don't get to exile 2 permanents, but this deck actually does that, which is really cool. So the idea is to get this out as quickly as possible, or get something like the Raze-Boar out as quickly as possible, and be able to jump into one of these really big kind of threats. Worth noting, the original list that I pulled actually, of course, had 4 Ulamogs as well as a second Hornet Queen. I'm replacing that with Elder Gargaroth 100% just because I don't have enough wild cards for it. I did spend a little bit of money just so I could get kind of the initial list put together. But if you're gonna be playing with this deck or anything like that, maybe if you've got those cards, go ahead and put those in there. But the idea is very straightforward. Ramp into an Archangel, and then ideally be able to get one of these guys out pretty quickly. Now to help us ramp, we have Incubation Druid, we also have Paradise Druid, both of which are fantastic. Give us mana of essentially any color. Incubation Druid's a little bit conditional, but we actually have a crazy interesting land base, so it's usually not too difficult to be able to get the mana for Wooburg here, to be honest. Chromatic Lantern also really helps us, so this just means that all of your lands can tap for anything, which also inherently means that Incubation Druid can tap for anything. So you can really get this out pretty quick. We also have Domri here, Chaos Bringer, as a way to ramp into stuff. It's fine. This card helps us dig through our deck as well, so it's actually pretty good there, but ideally we're just trying to get to this very quickly. Rhythm of the Wild does give Ulamog or any of our other big creatures haste if we would like. These do stack as well, which is really nice, because if you've got 2 of these out, you can give it haste and a 1/1 counter or whatever. Thrill of Possibility here just to get us through the deck, and then of course, like we said, the Raze-Boar to help us get through here. Looks like we are at 24 lands. I am not going to go through these because there is a one of almost everything. It's a little strange, not going to lie, but we're going to try it. So let's see how we do. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic Monday. Hopefully it wasn't too busy, but you got a lot done. I'm really excited. We've got a lot of things in the work coming this week for It Resolves, and I could not be more thrilled. I think we're going to have a really awesome week this week. So, yeah, let's keep this a little light on land, but we do have the Incubation Druid into Chromatic Lantern, so I feel okay about that. Looks like the opponent took a mulligan. I will say, oh, that's not good. Things that we lack in this deck are speed, for sure. It does ramp pretty quickly, but it's not always great. And so we do tend to run into kind of a speed issue here. So against fast decks, we might struggle. We can outpower them if we can stick around long enough, but it's a matter of sticking around long enough. Let's just do this. Let's get an Incubation Druid out. My guess is this is just mono black control, in which case we're going to have a very interesting time, because this is a very rough deck to play against. Let's just play this. This is a pretty crucial piece, and because our opponent is really going to be answering a lot of what we're doing, we want to kind of spread things out a little bit here. I think that's the correct play. Sure. Ooh, I steamed up. Can you tell? All right, let's see. I honestly think it's just Chromatic Lantern. We're keeping it simple. Incubation Druid, we do want to get down pretty quickly here, but we're not doing too bad in terms of... That's really interesting. So this actually works great. You can do this They can't tap yet, but they now tap for 3 mana, which is pretty awesome. That's a really cool little trick. Yep. I actually don't know what this does. If you have Ceaseless, reveal the top card of your library and put it in your hand. Okay, that's fine. Worth noting, this isn't super helpful, so we'll probably discard with Thrill. Just give it haste. Let's get this out of there, see what we draw. Okay, well, not a ton there, but that's okay. Sure. Do we want to take that? I think we do. Let's take it. That's fine. I really want to sip my coffee, but it's so hot. Yeah, they got Domri. That's pretty good. Yep. This mono black control list, man, this is a killer. Do they have the city's blessing at 5, 6, 7, 8? Now they do. Okay. I'm gonna Thrill here. As much as I like Rhythm of the Wild, it's not really the card that we're looking for at the moment. These are much, much better. In fact, we can Maelstrom Archangel, get that down, and then, yeah, they can't take these. And then we can actually get the Raze-Boar out as well. So that's pretty good. Mean. Very mean. Kind of surprised they took that, actually. All right, let's get this down. Let's get this down. And now the question becomes, do we actually attack or do we just kind of wait? I'm going to give it haste. The problem is, oh, okay, well, should have put a counter on it. That was a mistake. Yeah, if we had put a counter on it, they couldn't have killed it with that. So that was kind of lame. But that's okay. I like playing silly decks like this. This is fun. Important thing to talk about. Having fun in Magic. I think a lot of people get very competitive with Magic to the point where it's like not fun anymore. I just want to impress upon everybody the importance of enjoying the game. Like, just have fun with it. We're playing obviously a very silly deck here that is not great. But it's a really fun time. Like, I really enjoy this deck. That sucked. But in playtesting it, especially, like, we got to do what this deck is meant to do, which was really fun. And so it's nice just to try stuff out a little bit. Don't think that just because it's not, you know, super competitive or whatever that you just can't play it. Like, no, that's not true. You can play whatever you want to play. Have a good time with it. Take the kitchen table mentality. I mean, if you want to be competitive, you should obviously push for competitive play. But if you're just looking to play and like have a good time, then just have a good time. Sure. This is terrible, but we're gonna try it. Oh, they said hello. We should say hello too. Just to be polite. Ooh. Just took a shower. My hair's all bleh. All right. All right. It's only 3 cards. There can only be 3 options here. Oh, okay. That was slightly less exciting than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. So this is a turn 4 Archangel, which is pretty good. Interesting they didn't play a land first. What is this deck? Just go ahead and get this down. So next turn we can play an island, get the Archangel down, and then we are hopefully in good shape. I mean, we'll see. They've got Heliod's Pilgrim, so they could kind of just get bunches of stuff. Interesting. I wonder if this is... I think there is a, like, infinite combo kind of thing with this. So if this sticks around, that means we get Ulamog down. Because we cast it, we get to exile 2 things, which will probably be those 2 things, unless something else bigger and better comes along. And then we're in great shape. But they could just have, like, you know, some kind of enchantment removal. Excuse me. With the Heliod's Pilgrim. Or they might not. Who knows? Also, just want to thank everybody, like hugely thank everybody. For those of you who don't know, we've been in the YouTube game, I guess now, for like 4 years, something like that. I know a lot of you some of you at least have been around for almost that whole time. Some of you are relatively new, but all of you guys are supporting what we do, and I think that that really means a lot to us. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, this is an infinite combo. I thought there was one with this. That's really awesome. Do we sit here and just go through it? We don't, right? We can't win. Yeah, we'll concede. That is awesome. We are 100% playing this deck at some point. But I really do want to thank everybody. The support that you guys have shown recently, just in terms of like view count, or Discord interaction, or really anything, is pretty amazing. Like, we do this for fun. And when I say we, Will and I are the 2 people behind this whole channel for the most part. And Will, honestly, just due to having a family and all that kind of stuff now, doesn't get to do it quite as much as he would like to at this point. But regardless, like, we're churning out content. Like, we're getting a lot out there, and you guys are watching it, and it's kind of an awesome feeling. Like, just the fact that you guys are enjoying our stuff is really awesome. Like, I don't know. I didn't really expect to get very far, if that makes sense. And I'm feeling very philosophical this morning, so I appreciate it. The humoring me, but I just want to say it means a lot. So thank you guys. Really do appreciate it. All right. Wow. Okay. So this is why I actually chose to put Elder Gargaroth in the deck, not instead of, but in lieu of not having the others, because it's green and it's a 5-drop, and it's not very difficult to get out. Yeah, I think it's just that. Oops. Let's get you out, and let's get you out. All the ramp in the world. Winter's Battlefield. Okay. So good. Hit me with it. All right. Well, so we can do this. That's not very helpful. We can play the Archangel here. But I actually think it's this. I think this is what we try. They probably have a counter spell here. Oh, maybe not. They might just have a removal spell too, but this does give us something to, yeah. Should we attack? Yeah, let's send a message. There we go. Got him. Worth noting, we are technically even in life total right now. That should not last, but I'm just saying technically. Yeah, let's get Archangel down now. Don't know why it didn't, well, whatever. Oh, I guess we had to, didn't we? All right, well, I assume they have a removal spell. Or they just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they could just flip it. Oh no, yeah, now they can just flip it. Sure. Yeah. You got it. What do they want to do? Nice. Okay. Spread it out. All right, we pass. Nice. That's pretty good. Ooh. Mean. Very mean. Well, that makes our decision a lot easier, I suppose. Get rid of Thoughtseize. Okay. Oh. Wow. Sure. Just destroying our hand here. Counter. All right, well. What do we do? Just this? I mean, none of it's going to be good. We can't really attack with the Archangel because it's just going to die. We kind of need to deal with this Nicol Bolas. But we'll see. Okay. All right, well, here we are. Chances are we're just going to die, but we have not had good luck with this deck, as it turns out. That's okay. You live and you learn, right? Wow, nice. Very nice. Okay. That's not very helpful. I honestly wouldn't have countered that. I think you just like let it resolve because it doesn't really matter. It's the last card in our hand. It's not doing anything. You save that counter, I think. But we are pretty much dead here. We'll give it one more turn. We'll see what we get. But chances are we're just dead. Wow. Greedy. I mean, not really, but also I've been learning photo editing stuff. So for the record, for those of you who don't know, I also, in my spare time, like to do photo video editing, like stuff like that. And composite photos are really, really fun. So if you haven't checked out our Spacelands, those were made just via composite photos. So royalty free, 100% legal, but it was all copyright free material. And I just, yeah, we're just super dead. But I just pulled a bunch of stuff, put them together, and it's really, really fun. So I've been practicing that. So if you guys are into photo editing, share your stuff. I would love to see it. But anyway, that's it. We lost all three. It happens. That's all good. We will give this another 3 chances, so hopefully we can get one win. But regardless, it's just a fun thing to try. Again, this is par for the course for It Resolves, where we play these jank decks and they generally don't work out, but it's really fun to just go in and try out something silly and see if it works. So I certainly hope you guys will either test this out or test out a silly deck and share it with us. We'd love to play it. But stay tuned for part 2. It'll be out very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a bit.